Okay, so I grabbed these guys because I need to start figuring this out. What I do know is the bolt that goes through the hinge here is going to be right here in that door jamb. So that's all I need to do, is I need to make sure these bolt together like that where the hinge bolts in. So that's kind of my, guide of starting to get these three ready to go in the side here.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.
Don't know exactly what I'm doing, because ironically enough, I've never done this before. But we've done the other side, so we kind of know what we're doing with how much work it is to make the door, which turns out is a lot. But I'd like to get these kind of put together as a trio off the vehicle, so I can kind of get the trimming and everything done on them and kind of get them to where they kind of attach together, but nothing too solid, so when I put them on, I can make the correct bow on the outside of the vehicle here with our three, because by about this area will be our high point, so it curves out from that front. This is our high point, and it starts to duck back. So here we go. Okay, there's all our trimmings. A lot of trimmings. And then here's our human centipede of doors. And I ended up taking off that whole front pocket so it isn't double lapped in there. So now that'll just be able to bolt through here. And then I'll be able to do one layer here, and the layer will go from here to down here. This is the original door jamb edge, obviously, but I think it'll probably, not sure about this yet, probably be a flat piece from here to here, and then I'll do this on top of it to make, I'll make maybe a Z or a L and do those, and then just do the strip down the middle and actually have to weld both those, because I don't know if there's much different I can do that, because it varies in width as it goes. Alright, I gathered a couple of materials here. Some old angle iron from out back that I cut off an old truck, and some 2x4s. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put this angle iron at the back of these steps on the bottom side there. And I think that's our most accurate way to make these square, because of the different dents and whammies and hooscows and that are all in them. So if I can put that in the back there, tack all these to that piece, then I can know that they're level, and I can start mounting these hinges to each other, or to each door jamb here, and get some sort of idea of what we're going to go on here, and the actual spacing of these doors to where this end one lands, so I can get this cut out. So I'm going to see if this fits back there without anything getting in the way, which there might be. We'll see how it goes here. Okay, I got a clamp on each one that's kind of holding it to our temporary stay in place angle iron here. We won't be keeping that in there, but it'll hold it for now until it's ready to remove it. But now I need to get these bolted together in the right spot, and the right spot is somewhere around in there. Now I want to figure out where these bolts are going to go through on these hinges. So each one of these is going to have a bolt that comes through, and you're going to be able to see it from inside the jam now, because that's our new kind of where that inner fender is. But I of course want to get them the same here. We're going to have to do it there, and then on the door jamb that is on the vehicle already. So all this skin is going to have to come off. A bunch of this is going to have to come off. But I want to make sure that this is going to work, because I'm not sure if it'll work yet. I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but it was an idea. So we're underneath the truck here, and you can kind of see this first step. This is the front door here, and this mount kind of comes down in the way of this one, but the other ones don't really. I think I can have that angle iron on there until the door jambs are in here, and then cut it back off, because it looks like you can see this edge here is where that step, the back of the step is going to be. There. So I think it'll tuck back there. Alright. It's going to be really close to that rear leaf spring mount, but I think I've already kind of done the provisions to where that's not going to be an issue. So I think we'll tack this on. I'll put a tack on each corner. It'll be easy to cut back off. And with that top part and that bottom part, now my hinges, there's a little gap, because if I, like, the bottom one's touching the jamb, but it has like a gap that opens up there, and so those hinges, I don't want to pull them either way or pull the top one towards it, because it's going to screw up the squareness of the door jamb, and squareness as being the door fitting it correctly, not as in actual square. You know, things are going to have to be set in at some point, so we're going to have to get these up here. We're going to have to kind of start getting them in, and then work with what we're going to need to figure out, you know. But I like this idea, because we're going to keep our jambs straight here on that outside and on that back, and I think that this is going to be good.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.